Good day, ma'ams and sirs, and welcome to a special Sunday evening edition of the Number 9 with Tommy podcast. Being that we're recording late, we have no clue how this will go. It could be the best or worst or a right down the middle show. It could be packed with laughs and leave you happy. It could be like a frontal lady fart, all gassy and flappy. I'm here with Tommy fucking Washington, who stayed at the casino all weekend because he's a glutton and a crazy fuck. Tommy, were you fortunate enough to have a three-way with Erica and Lady Luck?
No. Did have a three-way, though.
No Lady Luck?
No.
Okay.
Never. Lady Luck is never there for me when I need her.
Yeah, she's a cruel mistress.
Yeah. You know what really grinds my gears about going to the casino, Pat?
What's that?
Because I'm a glutton for punishment, 100%. I played the video roulette thing, mainly because it's a $5 minimum bet, so when you're broke like me, you know, you don't have $25 every time the roulette wheel goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty good. So when I'll call out bets that I want to do, but I'm too chicken shit to do.
Yep.
Like put $100 on red, and then I'll fucking hit. And then when I decide to finally pull the trigger and do a bet like that, fucking loses every time.
Yeah.
Every single time it hits. When I don't do it, if I do it,
Nice.
It doesn't hit.
Yeah, I've been there, man. I've been there. I try to avoid the casino at all costs because I really, really, really like to gamble.
I know. Those endorphins start flowing, dude. It's a fucking wrap.
Yeah.
I was with Mr. Ford last night, not Mason, the other one. And so I'm a big green guy, right? I play a lot on the greens. So I got $25 on a green, split between the two. So if that hits, it's $450. Okay.
Yep.
Doesn't hit. So now the next roll is my last bet. I only got like $25, right? And I'm next to this guy who goes ham, so I got to keep up with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I put $12 on it, and it fucking hits. I was so upset it didn't hit with the 25 on there.
So you ended up with like $200 and some odd dollars?
Yeah.
And it's still a win. A win is a win.
Yeah, I mean, it got me last night after I drove everybody home because I played Uber driver for everybody. I'll tell that story later. We went to bed not losing any money yesterday. We lost money Friday night, didn't lose any yesterday. So yesterday was a pretty good day.
Did you have like a peak? Like what was the highest you were up?
Oh, we were never up.
Okay.
There was a point Friday night that we could have went to bed even for Friday night, and we should have just went up to, I won some money in roulette. I was even. I was actually up, which made her even, the two of us even.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, I should have been. And then you walk by one slot machine. Ooh, this one looks fun. And then there goes a whole bunch of money.
Did you ever play Let It Ride?
I do like Let It Ride.
Did you play that at all?
No, because again, I typically
Did you put the chat in?
Yeah, chat's in.
Okay.
I did that before we started. Good call, though. Thanks for reminding me. Late.
Nonetheless.
I do like playing Let It Ride, but same problem with playing roulette. And I go on the weekends, so they're always like $15 hands.
Yeah.
So you got to sit down with like $300 to even.
Yeah, to get started.
Yeah, and that's. Although I lose more than that while I'm there, and maybe the $300 will last me longer at the Let It Ride table.
Yeah.
I choose not to play it.
What about Pai Gow? You ever play Pai Gow poker?
No, I would love to learn how to do it. That one's
really, really simple.
And Baccarat?
Baccarat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to play that too.
Yeah.
No idea how to play.
Pai Gow is one of my favorites. You know, you want to learn how to play those games, especially with your fancy-ass computer? Go buy a casino video game that has like 600 poker games, because it'll say like 10,000 games, 600 poker. Find one of those and learn. That's how I learned how to play all the poker games.
Well, you can actually just download some. So somebody explained to me how craps works, because that's another game that I want to learn how to play, because everybody at the craps table always looks like they're having fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Very exciting.
So, Mr. Ford explained that to me a little bit, and like his understanding of how it works. It seems very easy.
It's a simple game, yes.
It's a simple game, but I think the board's big. It's overwhelming. There are some rules to it.
Yeah.
So I think now that I have the base of what he gave me, I'm going to download it on my phone and learn how to play. And then maybe one day when I'm down there at 4 o'clock in the morning and there's nobody there, I'll go play.
Yeah, nice.
Because that's the other thing, too, is I don't want to be the guy that shows up at a table that doesn't know how to play in the middle of everybody's fun and fucks up everybody's fun.
Yeah, I'd be fine with being that guy.
That's typically why I stay away from the table games.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And let's be real, I don't like people.
What about Blackjack? You playing Blackjack this weekend?
No. Ford did.
Okay.
But not at a table. You played at the video one. It's not I say it's a video one, right?
But
it's
you're really
not
watching a live dealer on the monitor.
Yeah, and the live dealer is in the casino. Like you can see. So the way they have two sections, right? There's one on the new side and one on the old side. They have a roulette and a baccarat on one side and another baccarat and the blackjack dealer on the other side.
Yeah.
So, and they have videos of them doing it. So you can literally see them live. It's not like those casinos where you're going and it's a video of somebody dealing you.
Right.
Like that's video.
Right.
Blackjack. That's predetermined cards, the whole nine.
Yeah.
So this is a little bit better. Now, I did have a wonderful woman try and tell me that the guy had a magnet on the roulette wheel, and that's how he determined what color was going to hit.
Was this Vegas in the 70s?
Yeah, she was wild. She was pretty funny, though.
All right.
So, all in all, good trip. Had a good time last night. Some of the guys from work came down. Caused a little havoc. We had a good time.
That is a good time.
It was fun. You want to get in the mail time, Pat?
Let's do it.
All right. I guess everybody forgot that we were doing this at 5 o'clock tonight. Or nobody gives a shit. One or the other.
You think Erica forgot?
She might have. I mean, if nobody talks in the chat today, we should definitely tell Dip that we filtered out all the chat audio so he doesn't get confused by the end of the episode.
That's funny.
All right, Pat, so we got a few pieces of mail today.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Mason's in the chat. I was sleeping baby on my chest. Had to type. Hard to type currently.
I was just about to text you, Mason. I actually had my phone up to send you a message.
We actually, we appreciate you dropping in, Mason.
Oh.
And
Erica's in the house as well.
All right, so let's get into this first email. We got emails from two people we've never heard from before, but we know who they are, just so we're clear.
That's true. No free shit just yet.
No. So this one came in from Phoenix. I had asked Pat what this meant. This is a friend of Pat's. He said, I'd go with the parents fucking, solely because that'd be odd-ass proof of life after death. Pat, you want to explain what that means?
Yeah, it took me a second. I actually read that email and I didn't quite get that it said that. Not what it meant, but I don't think I picked up that it said that. Then when you asked me, I had to laugh. This gentleman's father passed away fairly recently, and he's a complex gentleman to begin with. I assume he's being funny, but he could also be actually like, hey, no, that kind of, that would prove it for me. Here's my thing. He has a stepfather. He couldn't have just been like, well, in my head, I'm looking at my stepfather.
No, definitely.
No, yeah, he went full bore. I appreciate that, Phoenix.
Mason says number 9 is like 9/11. I'll never forget. I appreciate that, Mason.
Nice, Mason. Nice. Good analogy.
This is a long one, so I'm going to let, and it's a little incoherent, so I'm going to let Pat read this one.
All right, so this comes in from TJV. TJV was, I'm going to say, drunk scrolling through podcasts when he came upon this. I'm assuming Dip Dizzy Whistle
turned him on to it.
Yeah, went ahead and pointed him in the right direction. So he says, let me start with, I stumbled upon your YouTube channel while boozing the interwebs.
No, I just want to throw this out there. I put the YouTube together so it was spelled correctly. He added 2 different words.
That's where. Hold on. You're going to criticize the space in YouTube, but not the word pond instead of a pond?
Whatever.
Like, if you're going to pick on something.
I'm just saying. I mean, YouTube.
I'm picturing him falling into a body of water right now.
Maybe that's what he was doing. He sounds pretty drunk.
Could be. He's having a good time. All right. I have never seen two more apathetic people in my life. Two overweight, ugly guys stuck in a small-ass, ugly room attempting to be internet famous. You have no real topics or even able to get out of your own heads to finish a topic. Who cares about you two? I am sure your mothers don't. Try to get out of the basement and see what the world has. See what the world... try to get out of the basement and try to see the world, you two fat-ass nerds. The guy with the hat on really looks like he should see a doctor, or better, a mortician. That's probably a reference to the way I looked last podcast.
Yeah, it was rough.
At least we know which episode he was watching. The other guy should be thankful that another human wants to share a house with him. How his wife doesn't end it after every morning waking up to a head that size is one of the wonders of the world. Some people do have strong stomachs. I have wasted enough of my time on you two. Please stop, TJV. This is beautiful. This is exactly what I hope to hear from the number niners.
I appreciate that feedback.
Tom even went as far, TJV, if you get drunk and listen to us again. The I don't know what that is.
It's a red alert box.
The red alert box that you sent in your email, Tom put on the live stream with your email. So, I mean, he really, really made it a point to get your message across.
I love it. When I saw your email come in, I was super excited.
When I saw his email come in, I shot him a text that said, needless to say, I love you.
I just want to throw this out there. He probably has... I don't think I've ever met him.
I'm almost positive you met.
I don't think I've ever... Pat, I know that you think that I worked with you for 12 years at an establishment. I worked there for less than 12 months.
10 years.
Collectively. And
one shot.
And I don't think I've ever had the pleasure.
Oh, well then. Maybe we can fix that. TJV, how would you like to come, giggity, live on the show and drive Staples into Tommy?
Whoa.
Because it sounds like he just asked you to do it. Moving on to the next email from Dip Dizzy Whistle.
Never asked for that.
It says, 2 guys, 1 show, ? This started out because I wanted to show Tommy he looks like a real man with the new haircut. Yes, he owes me. But he really turned into 2 guys, 1 show. Man, what has this shun done to you, Pat? Before you had such life in that black spot. Now it's just you. Anyway, thought you would get a kick out of this. So what we're going to look at is side-by-side pictures of back when I would keep the mic in front of me and Tom would just be super-duper butthurt about it. And now, because he wants my face exposed to the camera, to which we've referenced, I look like I was dying last time we did a podcast. And we have a picture of Tom before he had a bald head and 10 years earlier when he shaved his head bald and looked 10 years younger. It's actually 6 months later. I don't know that we do have these pictures. I think Tom's just going to keep clicking buttons.
I got it, bro. Relax.
Yep.
Now,
You've got,
I don't know. These are some of the worst pictures I've ever seen taken in my entire life.
I'm fine with them.
But, Pat, that bottom left one, bro, it's rough.
Yeah, that's what I looked like on the last podcast. And
that was
homeless and dying is pretty accurate. Pretty accurate.
Yeah. I mean, I think I look great in both pictures. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, no. Is Griff just to the right of you in that first picture?
Yes, I believe so. I'm not sure. He must have taken a picture somehow of the live stream.
Well, you could just screenshot his computer.
Yeah, maybe that's why the pictures come out so poorly.
Maybe. I think I look great, even dying.
Erica says you look like the suspect they were looking for who robbed a convenience store. Facts.
That's fair. What did he take screenshots with? A 2005 Nokia flip phone? Oof.
For real, these are
Mason does not like your photography skills, Dip Dizzy Whistle.
What's funny is this side actually came out the right side of these pictures came out decent. The other ones, nuts. I just had a genius idea, Pat.
Go ahead.
We should make this the album art.
Okay. I'm down. Dib Dizzy Whistle, you should be honored. You're now the album art.
I'm pretty pumped about that. Anyway.
Maybe it's the shadowy effect that this room has. The hat and all. Maybe that's because I look like I'm dying right now as far as I can see.
I don't know, man. You had the beanie on last show. You did not look good.
I felt fine. I actually
as soon as you walked in,
for the wear now that I was then.
If you remember, when you walked in, I literally asked, dude, are you okay?
I remember.
Did you just leave the gym?
Yeah.
Because it looked like you had just run a mile.
God knows, I could not run a mile right now.
I
could walk one.
I could barely walk.
Maybe ride one on a bicycle.
I don't know if I could do that.
Down a hill on a skateboard. I don't really know.
Any other feedback that we got, Pat?
Feedback? No.
I guess it's time to conclude that clearly hearing your significant other tell you or overhear her telling a sex story to a friend is better than walking in on your parents having sex.
Which, I gotta tell you, every time we do one of these Would You Rathers, which are created from my brain to begin with, I'm always on the wrong side of history on these things. Like, I never pick the popular answer. No, and I create them.
Yeah, you always pick the most fucked up side of it.
I don't feel like I do.
Well, Pat.
By the way, I do not have a Would You Rather for today.
Perf.
Yeah.
Maybe you should start thinking about one right now.
I'm going to have to.
Before the end of the show. All right. Well, thanks for emailing in. Make sure you guys are continuing number 9 with Tommy or number 9 podcast at gmail.com or go to the website number 9 podcast. Go to the bottom. You can write us a message on there. Anything you want to add, Pad?
No. Todd, I'm all set.
Thanks, bub.
Okay, bro.
Lost my mouse. There it is.
By the way, our special guest is at dinner with his father and will not be joining us. However,
who the fuck was that?
I repeatedly make jokes about how I fuck his mom. And I just sent him a text and said, hey, I'm going to call you and you can be on the podcast. And he said, tonight's not a good night. I'm going to be with my dad. And I said, well, tell my Eskimo brother I said hello.
Pretty good, Pat. You think he'll be on Wednesday's show, maybe?
He's a busy man. Far busier than he should be. I mean, the guy just always has something going on.
Or maybe he just doesn't want to be on a show.
I don't know. He was pretty excited about this one because I had a great idea.
What was it?
I feel like if I expose the idea, then it won't be as funny. But it was basically there's a WWE pay-per-view tonight. And I told him I would call him and he should throw on an accent of his choosing. He has several. And I would go over the match card for the pay-per-view tonight. And he would talk about how excited he was, but slowly lead us down. He was excited during each match because he wanted to fuck one of the wrestlers. And so it just like turned into this really gay character that we didn't know was gay. But when he talks about wrestlers, he talks about how much he wants to fuck them all. And then when we talk about a women's match, because I assumed he would use a Middle Eastern accent, I told him he should like just be like, they don't even belong on television. They're not real people. Just like really play it up.
I got a good story for the thing. Mason says, would you rather come every time you sneeze or crap every time you fart? Well, Mason, that's an easy answer. It's come every time you sneeze.
I'd rather come every time I take a footstep. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I don't understand. Mason, that's not good. But that's why you're not on the would you rather committee.
Oh my God, Erica has done such a better job of getting us side-by-side pictures.
Well, it's clearly in this picture.
You look 1,000 years older in the picture on the right.
No, I don't. I think I look way better on the picture on the right.
Look at your fucking forehead. Look at that fucking thing.
I think I look better in the picture on the right.
You're out of your fucking gourd. Oh my God, your hairline is in the middle of your head.
No, I don't see it, bro.
No, you're right. You don't, because it's not fucking existent.
Anyway, Erica, if you could stop sending those into the stream.
Erica, thank you for that. I will. We'll have a callback on that one eventually.
No, that was just for Pat to see if he was on the wrong side again.
I farted Saturday night, and it smelled like New York City's sewage system on a hot summer day.
Love it.
It was so fucking bad. Like, for whatever reason, when I fart loud, they're never good. You know what I mean? Just loud. So you get your choice. You get stinky or audible. And I ripped an audible fart and just let it go. You know, you're gross. And then I got up to go do something and it hit me and I was like, holy fuck. So I kind of like pretended I was going in and out of the room. Like I kept opening and closing the door so it would waft it her way. And eventually it clearly, like a fucking baseball that she didn't get a glove up for, it just blasted her right in the face. Oh man, it was awesome.
Farts are great. So, Pat, you have on the timeline for me to talk more about the trip. I talked a little bit about it, I guess. I do have this story, though. Keeps with the theme of number 9 with Tommy.
Yeah.
So I'm at the checkout.
Hey, when you play roulette, do you play the number 9?
Yes.
Okay.
It's red, though. I wish it was black. So I go to check out of our room this morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got my keys, walk up to the counter, look at the name tag of the person. It says Rose. I say, hello. I'd like to check out my room. And this person goes, okay, what's the room number? It was one of those things. Those the transformations.
Oh. Yeah. I thought you were going to say, like, they had the, hello, this is.
No,
the electronic talker thing.
It was like the girl that worked at Target.
Okay.
And then as soon as I realized that it was a boy,
was this person becoming Rose or was this person exiting? I think it was
becoming Rose.
Okay.
Very dainty male. I could definitely, if you looked at. So here's the thing, right? Okay. Transgender.
Was
okay.
It worse than Don's the other day. Oh, no. Hold on. Before we move on, while we were off air, while we were live streaming but not doing the podcast for Dip Dizzy Whistle's sake, I told a story that I ripped a nice audible fart that smelled like the New York City sewage lines in a hot summer day. And then I used the bedroom door to waft it at Emily, which hit her like a fastball straight down the middle. She can get her glove up for it. So that said, Don Lindsay. I don't know that this
I don't understand why everybody wants to ruin my story, but go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, but I'm down several aisles away. And I hear laughter. This is an every moment of the day thing. We have a lot of fun. So I'm walking towards the front, coincidentally, because I was done doing what I was doing. And I just hear a chorus of people like, no, turn. So I'm like, oh, Jesus. So I turn. And I realize that there are like 3 or 4 people who are by the fucking front door of the building, nowhere near where we work. And Don Lindsay just like bent over his desk, trying to brace himself on his elbows because he can't fucking breathe. Because he has dropped such nasty heat that he has cleared out the fucking building. They've got the front door open. They're just doing anything they can for oxygen at this point.
Nice.
Luckily, I did not smell it. I was able to avoid it.
So
Erica said, be nice to the transgender. Don't be so insensitive.
I agree. I shouldn't have said that. So
fucking Mason said Optimus Prime working at the casino. Transformations. Oh,
it's fucked up.
So much for what Erica said.
So I could see how this person was going from one to another, right? It was noticeably a boy with a girl's name, if you read the name tag. He didn't have long hair. She didn't have long hair or anything like that. And I felt bad because the lady that was behind me, I saw her walk out and turn around and said, well, just ask him. And I was like, I feel bad for this dude. He wants to be called her.
As you say, I feel bad for this dude. How bad do you feel for her?
You get it.
No, I'm just yeah, I'm with you.
I call women dude all the time. I call my wife dude.
Oh, I know. We've been down this road.
Yeah. So I mean, that's not.
Like
I feel bad for this person because they want to be acknowledged as a female. Now, while I do not agree with that decision, because they are clearly a boy biologically, I feel bad that they called. Just ask this guy.
It's a weird situation.
It is. And that's why, yes, Erica, we know you don't like dude. We get it. Yeah, it is a weird situation, right? Like, I always get confused, like, not confused, but like, you're a guy, but you want to be called a girl. I don't really know what to do here. I know what the right thing to do is and just let you be you. But at the same time.
This is, so, this form of distaste for that type of person from you, right? It's the same thing.
No, I don't want to say I have distaste. Like, I don't agree with it. And
oh, no, I know. You're going to say every possible thing that I'm about to say. I'm comparing it to your racist friend, and I don't mean one specific. I mean any racist friend who will talk bad about that type of person. So call it a black person or a brown person, whatever person that they are willing to talk bad about. But they would never do it in front of them, and they don't dislike any particular person. Like, no, I got black friends. I'm not racist. I'm like, well, no, but you just said 90 things in a row that are anti-black. Where it's similar, and I'm not saying that you hate transgender, but I'm saying it's the same thing where you're like, I don't like that.
Well, it is.
There's that whole thing. But this person I felt bad for, this one that I had interaction with, I humanized immediately. Oh all my right. God, Mason Mason said hashtag wrong part.
I saw it. I agree with you, Erica. I understand that, Erica, that I can't start the story. Like, I do, like, I feel in this situation, I was like, ooh, he wants to be called a girl. And then, like, yeah, I got you. I just, like, I guess I don't know how to interact with these.
Well, that's why, listen, racism, homophobia, transgender fear, whatever that's called, transphobia, maybe. All those things are really based in ignorance. And I admittedly am very ignorant to the transgender thing. We are too old to be like actively involved in that train in our everyday life, because that's happening like in high schools or in middle schools or in colleges. And we're not in one of those settings. So it's very hard for us to get enough information or enough experience with those people to, to be like, no, man, like that's super common. Like, it's not even weird. To me, it's fucking weird. To you, it's fucking weird. Erica said,
100% fucking weird.
Erica said you can't feel bad. But I know, but you didn't read it out loud.
I did. Kind of. I summarized it.
Okay. Your response was to what Erica said. Yes. Scott Burling says, "True story, Peck. Good evening, Scott. How are you?" Yeah, man. This is just kind of the this is the way we're headed. Mason said, "The way my brain works, anytime someone refers to someone as an it, I immediately imagine Pennywise in whatever the situation is."
That's fair.
That's great. My friends are pregnant. Yeah, what are they going to call it? I don't know. Pennywise? Thank you, Mason. That is going to be stolen for a very long time. Scott said, "I'm great, you. I'm doing better than you. About to tear into a 2-inch bone. Oh, 2-inch bone-in ribeye with a sweet potato. Sweet potato is gross, Scott. That is gross. I do love me a ribeye, though. It's the best kind of steak. I don't get, when you go to a fish house, I went to a fish house for Valentine's Day. We talked about this. Did we talk about this?
I don't know.
I went to the fish house. I know I can get a good surf and turf at a fish house. Steak and whatever, shrimp. They always have New York strip. I've never been to a good fish house that has a good ribeye.
No. So we went to a Irish pub in the casino.
Yeah.
And they had a New York strip.
Yeah.
And I'm 100% if I go somewhere or like to get steak, it's a ribeye. That's the only kind of steak I eat. I did get the New York strip there, and it was surprisingly pretty good.
How much did you pay for a surprisingly pretty good steak?
$32.
Yeah. If it's $32,
I mean,
it better be fucking good.
$32, but it was also in the casino. So, like, I put that into it. If you went to a regular steakhouse, it probably would have been like $25 or $22.
Yeah.
Which that for a steak at a steak restaurant isn't bad.
I said you don't go to a fish house for steak. You don't go to the fish house. You don't go to a steakhouse for chicken. Get with the program, man. It's not that I go to a fish house for steak. I love fish. I would have gotten lobster, but their lobster was market price, and at £1.50 it was $45. And I thought, what fucking market are they getting them from? Because that market's fucked up.
Yeah.
$30 a pound.
It's great.
Yeah.
I can't wait till the summer when we have some cookouts here and do some lobster.
God, the lobster and steak cookouts.
Yeah, we were doing great.
Classic times.
Classic Tom and Pat. Classic Tom and Pat. Oh, that's the name of the show. Classic Tom and Pat with those things. Great.
Nice.
Like it. All right, so anyway. So that's pretty much, we ate there and then we ate Mexican food last night. I'm not a big fan of Mexican food, but I had the fajitas with steak. It was pretty good. Pretty good. I had a couple Coronas.
You know what you would really like is fuck me. I can't think of it. That's not what you would like. Not fucking me. I mean,
I might.
You would, if I'm being fair.
I might.
I'm a good lay. Erica, if you could tell me what I always order from the Mexican place. Chimichanga.
Chimichangas?
It's like a deep fried tortilla. It's amazing.
Nah.
You get filled with whatever you want.
Yeah. I keep it simple, bro. I keep it simple. I like steak. I like tacos. Fajitas.
We had Dos Amigos last night.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Got a chicken quesadilla.
No, mind you, I wanted to go back. We were supposed to go back to the Irish place. But that got all fucked up, and I'm not a real big Mexican guy, but Erica likes Mexican, so I was like, fuck it. I'm not going to push the issue. But they did have some appetizers I wanted to try, and we didn't try them Friday night, so I'm a little disappointed I didn't get to eat them. We also, Erica and I have places that we eat at when we're at the casino.
Yeah.
Like, you know me, I'm a creature of habit. I continue to do the same things. Like, I find things that I like, and I stick to those things. I don't like finding new things or anything like that. I'm very stuck in what I like. So we go to the Bow and Arrow Sports Bar. They got 75-cent wings. They got pretty decent Sidewinder fries. Nachos, I would take a pass on. But they got decent food, and it's always cheap, right?
Yeah.
So we always eat there once. We always get Pepe's because it's in the casino.
Yeah.
We didn't get either of those this time. So, and we went to Hash House for breakfast. Guess how much these motherfuckers charged me for an orange juice, dude?
How much?
A large orange juice.
$5.
Nope.
More?
Yes.
More than $5. How large was it?
You're good shit, dude.
Did you get a souvenir cup with this?
It was in a pint glass.
Oof.
Maybe like a little bit. Maybe it was like 20 ounce.
I can't fathom over $5. I'm going to go 6. That's my final offer.
6, I would have been fine with. $10.
$10.
$10 for a fucking orange juice.
Does the orange juice have pulp in it?
No.
You like pulpy orange juice?
No.
I prefer it.
That's gross.
You paid $10 for an orange juice?
I didn't know it was $10 until I was already drinking.
Oh, okay.
Now, mind you, another thing about Erica and I, this is how much we don't drink. Okay? We got to the casino Friday. At dinner, I ordered a Blue Moon. I had one alcoholic beverage. That's all I had. Went down to the casino floor. We were gambling a little bit. I got a singular rum and coke. Went to bed. Woke up next morning. Massive fucking headache.
Yeah.
Massive. Okay. We go down to breakfast. Didn't have any coffee because somebody told me that we were going to have breakfast. So what's the point of getting coffee? There was an hour wait to have breakfast. So at breakfast, migraine like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Go drink 2 cups of coffee and this orange juice, thinking that maybe that'll straighten me out.
Hey, for $30, it should have.
Yeah, right. Nope. I had to go back up to my room. I took ibuprofen, drank a little bit of water, went to bed for 4 hours, got up, took more ibuprofen, still didn't go away. It didn't go away until I started drinking last night.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was rough. Off fucking beer and 1 rum and coke.
It sounds like you were also dehydrated, bro.
I also, I said that to Erica. That's real nice. I'm not going to read that on the podcast.
I got it. Mason said, big surprise, the bald guy doesn't like Hispanic.
That's fucked up.
That's, there is, let's just say, anytime you see a bald person, the first thing you think of, and I don't think it's anybody's fault. It's just like the way we're bred, right? And the things we see on television. But basically, I'm like, oh, that haircut's okay. Like always when you see a bald person. Scott Burling said, so Pat, we're going to go to the Nordic Lodge in Rhode Island when it opens up, or you can eat seafood. I think he meant all you can eat seafood. Scott, the Nordic Lodge is on my bucket list. I want to bring my mother. She's also a seafood person. And are you familiar with the Nordic Lodge? I've asked you to go.
I will never go there. It's seafood. Why the fuck would I eat that?
It's not. It's seafood. It's steak. It's lobster. It's all you can eat for like $100. But you could legit just keep taking lobster tails for $100.
We went to this place. With Griff and his wife.
Yeah.
I do not remember the name of it. But you sit outside, right? And you sit on tree stumps.
Okay.
And it's not all you can eat or anything. But the scene in Forrest Gump when he's cooking out on the grill when he lands in Vietnam?
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of. Like the grills are outside, the whole grilling.
I'm not sure the restaurant would be comfortable with this analogy, but okay.
Why? They're grilling meat outside. It's the whole platoon there.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Okay.
I thought they were having a good time there.
All right.
Why do you think they'll like that enough?
I don't know. You're talking about eating in the middle of a war.
I was talking about a scene of a movie.
I know. I'm just.
It's not a real.
Hopefully the restaurant makes other people feel better than like, it's just like that scene in the movie where they go to war and they're cooking outside.
All right. You know the scene in Fast and Furious when Don has everybody over for a cookout?
Dom.
And they're cooking on the thing?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Okay. It's like a family barbecue.
Yeah.
Okay.
The reason I used the Vietnam thing was because there was a lot more people and that there's hundreds of people there.
Okay.
Okay. Phenomenal food. Phenomenal. Extremely expensive, but phenomenal food.
See? The difference, price is what you pay, value is what you get, man. It's okay for food to be expensive if it's that good.
Yeah, I would go back there. Yeah, it's called The Place. It's in Guilford. He knew exactly what I was talking about.
Name a place where you sit on wood all day, and Scott's got it. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Erica said, I think it's called The Place in Guilford. Erica got it also. You sit on tree stumps, bring your own drinks and sides.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Phenomenal, dude. It's a great time. We should all go. We should have a number 9 hangout there. Number 9 meet up there. It'll be
number 9 at the place.
Yeah. But yeah, good place to go. No no free ads. So Pat, you ready with these new vocabulary words?
I sure am.
Let's do it.
All right, let me get into them. Okay. Tom.
This is talking about food is making me fucking hungry as fuck.
We're gonna run it back.
Erica, where's my popcorn?
I'm gonna explain the rules of the new vocabulary game because some people probably haven't heard us play it just yet.
Hey, so nobody likes smoked food.
So I'm gonna give you a word or term, and you've got to give me the definition. Now, if you don't know it, you're going to take your best guess.
What? Now I have to give you the definition instead of the other way around?
That's how it's been the entire time.
Oh, okay.
All right. If you guess wrong, I will use the word or term in a sentence. Then you have to take your best guess at the definition. If you still do not get it, I will give you the definition. Tom, your first word or phrase. Bathroom battleship.
So you're taking a tubby time?
Okay.
A tubby time, and you take a deuce in the water.
That's fantastic. No, but that's a great guess. I will use it in a sentence.
That's not it, really?
No.
Am I even close?
No. I mean, it is in the bathroom. To be fair, that's in the name. So in this sentence, I will have a conversation one-on-one with my mother. Mom. Oh, no. My mom says to me, hey, Patrick, how did you get those doo-doo stains on your shirt and in your hair? And I say, Tommy and I played Bathroom Battleship at the supermarket. Tom, your word again, Bathroom Battleship.
So where you throw shit at each other, like out of the toilet or something?
That's close. That's close. So, bathroom battleship, Tom, is when two friends in a public bathroom in adjacent stalls are taking shits, and then after you wipe your ass with the toilet paper, you use that toilet paper like a shit grenade, and you throw it over the stall, like at me, like in the board game Battleship, right? You're just throwing over the wall to try to hit the ship. So you throw your shit paper over the stall at me in an attempt to hit me with your soiled toilet paper. It's similar to Battleship, only it's toilet paper with doo-doo on it. And, bathroom stall instead of a plastic board.
You're a sick fuck. You've played this before, haven't you?
Battleship. Mason got it. Throw poop over the stall walls.
Listen, I'm not going to listen to anybody's answers in the chat, and I tell you not to put your answers in the chat because you guys have computers in front of you, and you guys could be just looking at shut. There's no way that you knew what that was, Mason.
That's true.
Look that up.
That's true. So, our next word, Tom. I'm trying to think. I got to tell you, I searched multiple sites and found some really fun stuff. Tom, this is a Panamanian petting zoo. Your word is Panamanian petting zoo.
I ain't got a fucking clue, bum. Use it in a sentence.
Okay. He gave his lunch lady a Kentucky Klondike bar for as long as he could. It made sense for him to follow up with a Panamanian petting zoo. I should mention, Tom, it's very common that the Panamanian petting zoo is commonly preceded by a Kentucky Klondike bar.
Well, it's a Kentucky Klondike bar.
Tom, your next word will be Kentucky Klondike bar.
Well, that's not fair, Pat. That's not fair.
Do you have a guess yet, Tom?
No, I ain't got a fucking clue, bub.
I feel like you're not really clear on how the game works. You have to take a guess at what this is. So I'll give you the word in a sentence again.
Don't give me I know the sentence.
He gave his lunch lady a Kentucky Klondike bar for as long as he could. It made sense for him to follow that up with a Panamanian petting zoo.
Is that where you finger blast somebody?
That's close. Panamanian petting zoo, Tom, is when one forces one's partner to lick the nuts and corn out of a bowel movement. The partner then presents the nuts and corn into a cup or dish. One then tosses those nuts and corn onto the bed where the partner eats them like a goat or any other typical petting zoo animal.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I assure you I did not create the Panam. You know what? I've never even pulled that move off yet on anybody.
Yeah, being the keyword.
Tom, your last word. The Kentucky Klondike bar.
Can you give me the old sentence before I get to you?
What's that?
We'll see you later, Scott.
Tom, Scott, have a good one.
Give me the sentence you used in the last one.
Okay. He gave his lunch lady a Kentucky Klondike bar for as long as he could. It makes sense for him to follow that up with a Panamanian petting zoo.
Kentucky Klondike bar.
I'll say this: the most important part of that sentence is for as long as he could.
Are you shitting somebody's mouth?
No, Tom, it is not. What would you do for a Kentucky Klondike bar? I'll use it in a sentence. This is not going to help you at all. A person has...
Hold on, man. Listen, this game is fucking rigged because you're not going to give sentences that are going to help.
I'm going off of what I have available to me, Tom. I could make up a sentence with it, but I don't know how helpful it is. Okay.
What are the ingredients of a Kentucky Klondike bar?
I can't tell you that, Tom.
I can't tell you that.
How about this? We were out of power. So instead of using a vibrator on my wife, I pulled a Kentucky Klondike bar from the icebox.
Is that where you fuck somebody with a frozen piece of shit?
Tom, A Kentucky Klondike bar is the act of freezing a bowel movement and sexually penetrating another with that frozen bowel movement. That's a great guess, Tom. Seems like you're into some weird shit. No pun intended. Not bad. You went 2 for 3 last week. You went 1 for 3 this week.
Mason says this vocabulary game today seems pretty crappy.
That's true.
I concur. All right. So Pat, this movie review, this is what you want to give to the number 9ers?
Oh no, I was gonna do this one.
Oh, do it up, bro. Hold on. I didn't even know that.
Erica said that was disgusting. Yeah, Erica, you can't count on him to know what these definitions are. Don't say you're disgusted by his lack of knowledge. These are some oddball terms. I can't believe she said you were disgusting.
I can't believe you said that she was dumb.
No, I did not directly call Erica dumb. I said there's only one person on this planet who's dumb enough to marry you.
Yeah, you're right. You didn't directly call her dumb.
You think there's somebody who hears about these sex terms and is like, I have to pull every one of them off? Like, somebody should be writing a book about these.
I'm sure there is a book.
Well, I know what Tom's getting for Christmas.
All right, Pat, let's hear your movie review.
It's actually not a movie at all. I did, however, just finish season 2 of The Mandalorian, immediately preceded by season 1. I watched them both in pretty fast order. Have you watched any of this? He said to the other guy on the show who's just texting.
I have not.
So The Mandalorian is about a group of, it's a society of people who have a code that they live by, where they take their work very, very seriously. You could call them, for the sake of that show, bounty hunters, like Boba Fett and Jango Fett. They have similar gear, anyways. Like they have the rocket pack on the back. So this bounty hunter gets a very, very, very large amount offered to him to find a package, but there's no information. There's like, they can't tell him exactly where it is. They can't tell him what it is. They can't tell him why. And he, by trade, by this code that they live by, can't really ask any questions. It's, do you want the job or not? So he takes the job. He goes and finds what we all know as Baby Yoda. And his job is to deliver the Baby Yoda to these guys. I mean, first or second episode, spoiler alert, he does not deliver. He breaks the code. He asks them what they're going to do with it. They won't tell him. He starts freaking out. He kind of feels like a father-son bond to this thing and just like kills everybody and fucking takes the baby. So it is now known as the Child, and he spends all of his time, effort, energy protecting the child. Other characters come in and out. Boba Fett actually is in the show, which is fucking sweet because we haven't seen him since early Star Wars.
I don't know who that is.
You would if you saw him.
Definitely, I've definitely watched all the Star Wars.
Boba Fett went down. Do you remember when Jabba?
Is that the big fat thing?
No, that's Jabba the Hutt.
Oh.
When Jabba brings everybody to the sand pit.
Pat, you're asking me if I remember something from the Star Wars. I've seen each of the first 3 Star Wars one time about 5 years ago, and I wasn't that into them.
I forgot how bad your taste is. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Star Wars is awful. You heard it here first from Tom.
I never said it was awful. I just said I'm not into it.
Anyways, the first 2 seasons are fucking phenomenal. And you can clearly see, like, once Baby Yoda picks up and the memes start dropping and the gear is everywhere and the stuffed animals and everything else, they put him into the show way, way more. Because at first, it's really about the Mandalorian. It's about the bounty hunter guy. And Baby Yoda's kind of a story that goes along with it. But Baby Yoda certainly becomes the main theme. It's adorable, he's 50. So if that makes sense, Yoda, I believe, was 680 years old when he died.
Yeah, he's old as shit.
Yeah, so he's a little baby. And he doesn't know what he can do. He has no idea. He has no concept of the Force. But then he starts using it. But then when he uses it, he has to take a nap. Like immediately afterwards, like it drains all of his energy. He drops to the ground and he just like tuckers out. It's fucking hilarious. He's cool as shit. The show, you don't have to be a Star Wars fan to watch at all. It's really good. So I just finished season 2. And I see season 2. We're at the end, we're like, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes left in the last episode. I turned to Emily, I'm like, who turns on who? Right? Because you can't just play this out. The way they have it set up, somebody has to turn on somebody else. And then nobody fucking turns. And it's a surprise that I would never give away, but you're watching the last 10 minutes and you're like, holy fuck. I never in a million years could have, and everybody that I've talked to is like, dude, wait till you get to the end. You'll never see it coming. And I'm like, well, yeah, I get it. Like somebody turns on somebody. It's Star Wars. So, somebody's got to be the bad guy. Yeah, no. Everybody keeps their character. Everybody stays true to their character, which I love. Like when the bad guy is still at the end of the day, like, yeah, I'm a piece of shit. It is what it is. And the good guy's like, I'm going to figure out a way to defeat you. And the bad guy's like, probably not. It's one of those things. It's fucking awesome.
So it's like an episode of Power Rangers.
I'm sorry?
That's how the Power Rangers episodes would end.
I gotta say, I don't think I ever watched the Power Rangers religiously.
Really?
I know I've seen it.
Cool.
I know the Blue Ranger is one of our number 9ers.
Is that his name?
Blue Justice. Everybody should watch it. Everybody should give it a shot. It gets dry because, you've got 8 episode seasons. So in the 16 episodes, there's going to be dry points. But it's good shit. And go support Gina Carano.
Well, she doesn't work there anymore. So
you could watch just the first 2 seasons and never not watch another one.
Here's the thing, right? I'm on a thing where I can't watch new shows, Pat.
Because you have so much going on with the old shows?
No, because this is what happens. I started watching these shows, and this happens with shows I've already fucking seen. Never mind ones I haven't. I just can't stop watching them. And I'm up for hours on it. Last Sunday, I want to say it was. Might have been last Sunday. Might have been the Sunday before. My wife and I were up till 1:30 in the morning getting caught up on All American.
Oh, are there new episodes?
Yeah, so not on Netflix. You got to watch them on the CW app, which is free. And
I'm already out. You know that.
It's
There's
free.
Way too much technology here.
You just download another app on your Fire Stick.
Okay, so we're on the same page. Oh, it's on the Fire Stick, not your phone?
Yes.
I forget that you can put apps on that thing, mostly because you set up my Fire Stick and put all my apps on for me.
Yeah. So anyway, you just download the CW app and you can watch them all free on there. They come available the next day after the show airs. So actually, maybe today after the show, we'll watch the newest one that came out last week.
It is a great show.
Yeah, it really is. If you haven't seen All American, I definitely recommend you go and watch that.
Erica, when I said that she's the only woman on the planet dumb enough to marry you, she said, I don't think that's true. I'm the luckiest one because he asked me to marry him. I'm sure there are other girls that would have loved to, but sucks to be them.
Facts. No cap on a stack.
All right. Well, here we are. Erica defending her man.
That's right.
Stand by your man.
What we got next, Pat? Oh, we got to close out.
Are we going to recommend a movie to the number 9ers?
I thought we were going to do that down here.
In next episode?
I thought we were going to do that on the next episode. That we were going to give them something to watch. That we don't think they were going to watch.
Movie for the number 9ers to review next episode. You know why? No, that's fine. All right, so we'll talk about it when we're done. Yeah. Maybe we'll kick some text back and forth over the next couple of days.
Yeah, we'll get something.
We're not going to pick Armageddon. That's a fucking promise. If you haven't seen Armageddon at this point, go watch it.
If you haven't seen Armageddon at this point, you shouldn't be alive. Armageddon is the greatest movie of all time.
If you want to know why you are alive, watch Armageddon and you'll see the true story of why the Earth is still here.
That's right. Spoiler alert. He dies, but he saves the world.
So we do this thing at work. Where they allow us. There's all different stuff that goes on. You know, we have great like Valentine's stuff. We have all different things going on all the time. But right now at work, you are encouraged to send in a movie along with a brief synopsis about why it's a movie everybody at work should watch, because there's a pandemic and we're all looking for good movies to watch. So Tommy sends not one, not two, but 3 movie reviews.
Oh, I'm going to get up to 9, by the way.
All with fucking spoilers in them.
No.
You piece of shit.
Cocktail didn't have a spoiler in it. Oh, yeah, it did.
Yeah. All of them get spoiled.
Oh, Days of Thunder did.
You told the entire fucking story.
No, I said he rides in on a Harley. He rides into the NASCAR scene on a Harley and puts on a crazy fast lap time, gets signed to a car, gets in a wreck.
So far, we're 15 minutes into the movie.
No, the wreck happens like halfway through the movie. Gets into a wreck, starts driving the other guy's car. Will he be able to go back to the number 1 spot? I'll race you for it or some shit.
Yeah.
Because that's the
I'll race you to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. It was, when I got the email and it was like somebody recommended a movie and then Tom recommended 3. And I was just like, well, this should be great. And then they were the exact 3 that I would have assumed. And then you put spoilers in them, and I was like, well, fucking course.
Mason with the Swiss Army Man. Jesus, we'll watch.
Mason really wants us to watch Swiss Army Man.
All right, tell you what, I'll make you a deal. You ready? The next podcast, we will review Swiss Army Man.
Allegedly. I have been
At least I will.
Emily has been watching the Harry Potter movies. Well, to be fair, she watches a lot of stuff for me. To be fair.
There's no fucking way.
So
there's no way I'd be able to do it, bro.
Have you tried? They're not bad. I thought I had seen all of them. I did not realize there were fucking like 8. Tom should send in Uncut Gems with the spoiler and synopsis. Oh my fucking God.
Deal.
Like, this movie was amazing until he gets shot in the face in the last 30 seconds.
Deal. Deal. I'm so going to do that for next week's. I'm going to start sending one in every week.
I'm going to send in a Titanic movie review and spoil that one. That the boat sinks. I'm excited.
No, you should put in there. Because she literally copies and pastes whatever you put in
Yeah.
there. Mike did World War Z and said it was based on a true story.
Yeah. What you call it? Did you see the meme of Leo and Rose on the door, and it says everyone in Texas, and then it showed a picture of the bad guy in Titanic. You know, he grabs the woman's baby, trying to get on one of the rescue rafts, and he's like, "I have a baby. You have to let me on." And it says Ted Cruz. I was like, Jesus.
By the way, number 9 with Tommy update. My brother did get power back. I believe Thursday morning. I still haven't watched Idiocracy, so I should. Hey, I said that time first. Good for me.
Yeah, you did. Erica also responded to us talking about Uncut Gems, and she said, "He dies. Movie sucked." That's awesome.
Maybe I'll just put that.
He dies. Oh my God. We should make like 40 or 50 movie reviews that are all spoilers.
Yes, that's the fucking funny part, Pat.
Well, it's a horrible thing to do to people.
Kinda. It's fucking funny.
I'm going to think of a funny movie to review. Never mind how the movie is. That's weird. I even have fucking alarms going off on a Sunday evening. That's back when we used to do the podcast on Sunday night. You can see that I've taken care of that alarm.
I was like, dude, I was literally going to say that on the podcast that we haven't recorded on a Sunday night since like fucking November.
Yeah.
Because since we've done a live stream, it's been 10:30.
Right.
So it's up to Erica which movie we watch. Maybe we'll watch either Idiocracy, because you know what we have to redo, Pat, is the movie reviews on the board, because you don't have Idiocracy on there. Neither of us have Swiss Army Men on there. And these are all things that the number 9ers have asked us to watch multiple times we haven't gotten to. I'm still on this email. I'm going to email, and every one of my movie reviews is going to end with, the best part is at the end where. I'm not even going to try to hide that I'm spoiling it. I'm just going to say the best part is at the end where. Well, at least in one of them, I put spoiler alert. It was in Armageddon. I said, spoiler alert, he dies, but he saves the planet.
Yeah.
I thought you'd get a kick out of this. Anyway, All right. So you want to talk about NASCAR real quick? There was a race on the road course at Daytona. We were watching that before we did
exciting. It was a nonstop thrill ride.
I was enjoying it. You didn't enjoy it?
Tom was enjoying it.
Actually, I mean, let's check real quick and see what it's at.
Well, we're not gonna be able to see you guys. You guys can still see us, but we can't see you.
So there's 9 laps to go. They're under caution. Joey Logano's in first place.
Elliott dropped 9 places.
Was he in 10th?
Yeah.
Elliott has a awesome road course record. I didn't know this. There's going to be 7 road course races this season, which is there's usually only like 2 or 3.
Who's driving number 20? Isn't that Jeff Gordon?
20? No, that's
Tony
Christopher
Stewart.
Bell. Oh, what? Tony Stewart hasn't driven number 20 in fucking 20 years. What the fuck's wrong with you?
I don't know.
All right. Anyway, so 9 laps to go. The podcast will be still going by the time that thing's over. But anyway, yeah, 1 movie a week for just the email and a series over time. Well, see, so they've been doing this movie thing for a while at work. And
I don't know how much longer that's going to last.
Me neither. That's why I felt like I got to do this sooner than later.
It's definitely the longest lasting thing we've had.
I will say this. There's a good chance that after they read mine, it's going to be done.
That's a good point.
I'll be surprised if mine even make it to the thing.
I see so many people reading that and just being like, what a fat piece of shit.
It's all right. I almost signed them, Just Mechanic.
I might actually recommend a podcast on the thing. Like if you haven't checked it out yet, check out the Number 9 with Tommy podcast on YouTube.
Yeah, live every Sunday. That's a good idea. We should both do it.
Yeah.
Good idea. All right.
Hey,
Mason,
you should do it as well. And Mike, and I mean, just everybody. Don Lindsay.
Yeah, let's get the word out there.
Yeah.
If we get enough people out there recommending it, maybe more people will watch.
I like it.
All right, let's finish it. Movie review.
Oh, God, I think I'm dying.
I'm so hungry. Yeah, how is it that we always start every episode like, oh man, I don't know if we have enough material for this episode?
That's why I said I can't put anything else in because I know we're going to go over.
All right, so we got NASCAR from last week. Pat and I were talking before the show trying to remember who we picked for each for the race. I picked Bubba Wallace as a dark horse. I also picked Ryan Pierce as a dark horse.
I took that there, Chase Elliott in number 9 car. Number 9 car, good car. Got a good team. Good team.
Yeah, he picked.
Hoping God's with him today.
Chase Elliott. He picked Chase Elliott and
front runner. That's my front runner.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Jerry Stackhouse Jr. That's my dark horse. I think he's gonna come in and surprise some folk.
Michael McDowell, dark horse, won the race. Never won a NASCAR race before. First ever NASCAR Cup win. McDowell.
They got McDonald's. Yeah. We're McDowell.
His sponsor is McDonald's.
There's a Sesame Street. Get the fuck out.
No, I'm kidding.
They got the Big Mac. We got the Big Mac.
No, his sponsor is actually Love's Truck Stop. That's his sponsor.
I just read a thing on Facebook.
Have you ever been to a Love's Truck Stop?
Love's Truck Stop. No.
Fucking love them.
I have enjoyed the company of a lot lizard, but not at a Love's.
Nice. Yep, Chase Elliott. He finished second.
Eric said woohoo, Chase Elliott.
Eric loves Chase Elliott.
I think I can mirror that sentiment.
She likes younger guys, obviously, and Chase Elliott's like 23 years old, so she's all about it.
Sweet Chase Elliott.
Ryan Pierce, my pick came in 6th. My other pick, Bubba Wallace, came in 17th, and Pat's other pick, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., came in 18th. So not all bad picks for our guys. We didn't do any picks for this race. To be honest with you, I didn't even know that they were doing a road course at Daytona, and we just gave you guys in the last segment there the running order with 9 laps to go.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna stick with my picks all year. All year, going with my same picks.
So what you're picking? Chase Elliott.
Chase Elliott wins the Super Trophy, and
Super Trophy. Oh, see, Pat.
Jerry Stackhouse Jr. becomes Rookie of the Year.
So Pat, you ready for this? We were just watching it. The shit's already changed. Eric Almirola's in first place. Christopher Bell. Oh no, I think that's the Xfinity series. Never mind. Yeah, No idea what the fuck I'm talking about. Except that. Anyway, next. You want to do the three-finger news, Pat?
Sure do.
So we got this car pooper story that Erica sent in last week. So this guy, it's in, what town was it? Let me pull it up on the screen here for you guys. So this guy here.
Where is it in the email?
It's in the podcast outgoing. In Warren, Michigan, they have a serial car pooper. And what he's doing is he's breaking into cars that are at like repair facilities. And if you can see these pictures here, he's pooping in. So he's not getting in the car, right? What he's doing is he's sticking his ass on the driver's seat with his feet outside the car and is shitting on the seats of all these cars.
If you're going to do it, that's a great way to do it. Especially for somebody who's loading shit into their car and isn't paying attention. They could sit right down on that bad boy.
But here's so they're all at repair facilities.
Oh.
Here's my question. How much shit does this guy have that he's doing this in multiple cars?
Maybe maybe this is like part of a weight loss plan for him. He's like, I'm going to eat what I want still. I'm going to take laxatives and take watery shits in freezing temperatures on customer cars.
I hope this guy goes to jail forever. If and when they catch him. Disgusting story. It's sure to shock you. Could you imagine getting to your car and you open the door and there's just a pile of shit on your seat?
I have gotten to my car and there was a fart trapped in it from before I got out that still smelled bad. And that was bad enough.
Dude. So Erica and I, we drive down to Florida. I forgot. Erica and I have driven down to Florida a few times for like family stuff and whatever. So we're at this gas station, right? We're in Florida. And as I'm getting out of the car to go inside to pay for gas, I fart in the car. Like I'm like sitting up.
Yeah.
And I shut the door and trapped her in the car with the fart. It was the funniest fucking thing I've ever done to her. It's like the ultimate Dutch oven.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. And she was so fucking mad at me. So funny. All right, so that's that.
Tom, I recently found out something about my father. I never would have guessed this, but my father, it turns out, has been stealing from construction sites, stealing material. And I never would have seen that. Even as a kid, I mean, just never would have guessed it. But recently I went to his house and, well, Tom, there were signs everywhere. The look of disappointment on your face. It was just a joke because he was stealing the signs. Oh, God. More zingers coming in from the Number 9 with Tommy podcast. What's the next thing we're covering, Tom?
That's fucking horrible. So in the next episode, we're going to have a very special guest once again, like we did on this show.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes. This is 2 in a row where he's flaked.
We'll have a new Grind My Gears. We'll have a movie for the Number 9ers to actually review. More of the vocabulary guessing game.
2 girls, 1 cup.
And a new Would You Rather. So we're not going to have...
Carissa's in the podcast, insulting me already.
She's been in the podcast the whole time.
Did she say something?
Yes.
Oh.
She said that she was here at the beginning of the show.
Oh.
We're going to send out the Would You Rather in the email, which should come out tomorrow. So we're not going to do it on the podcast today, but we'll have it in the email and we'll reiterate it on the show on Wednesday.
Assume that it will have something to do with turds or sex.
Most likely.
Possibly turds and sex.
Maybe we should incorporate some of those vocabulary words.
Kentucky Klondike Bar coming up hot.
Oh, that's a fucking... Yeah, we'll come up with Would You Rather using the vocabulary words. This is like a school project. You know what I mean? Where you introduce multiple things and to make one big project.
Yeah, I feel you.
All right, so we're going to end the show with... We got a Karen that we'll do real quick. And it's a quick video.
I think we should end with that. We're already...
You don't want to do the good news article about the Chick-fil-A car?
We'll do the good news article next episode.
All right, so we're going to end with this Karen video.
Mason said that construction joke seems like you're still working on it.
Classic.
That joke about the sign seems like it's still under construction. Wow.
All right, so if you guys haven't heard of this already, this was filmed at a Dunkin' Donuts, and this dumb lady, I was going to use a nasty word, but this dumb lady ordered some munchkins. So here we go.
I need more. 50. That's what a dozen is.
Nice.
12.
So
I need more.
Oh boy. All right. So this lady, I don't think that video came out on the live stream, but either way.
It didn't come out great.
No. So
Is that the whole video?
yeah, it's the whole video.
Oh,
So
what
this
the
lady rolls up to the Dunkin' Donuts, right? And you know how you can get like the 25 box of munchkins or the 50
or
box?
the cup with a dozen.
Yeah, right. So she asked for a dozen munchkins.
Yeah.
And they hand her a cup, and she's like, "I need more," and is freaking out. And then she,
To be fair,
explains to
she's
them,
eating these alone from the looks of it.
she could have ate a dozen dozens.
Yeah.
Which, let's be fair, I could eat a dozen dozens of munchkins that are delicious.
I do love munchkins.
For real, the little jelly ones. You like the jelly ones?
No, that's disgusting. I like the glazed.
I like the glazed. And
I don't mind
jelly.
the chocolate glazed, but I actually will order glazed munchkins, just glazed.
I like the glazed ones, and I like the jelly ones.
Okay. Do you know why there's a hole in the center of a donut? I just learned this.
Probably have something to do with the way it bakes.
Well, that's correct. What about it though?
It probably allows it to rise a certain ways or something like that.
It's so that it cooks evenly.
Yeah, see, I've been watching a lot with the Great British Baking Show, and they do a lot with donuts on there, so I've seen that. But anyway, so this lady proceeds to tell the people that they're wrong and that a dozen is 50. If I was working that counter, dude, I would have lost my shit.
Yeah, I don't know how. It's very difficult, and I think it happens in any line of work when somebody's explaining to you how wrong you are about a thing that you do all day, every day, and you're 100,000% right, and you know you're right, and you know they're wrong, and you're just trying to provide them with the best customer service possible. So you're like, man, like I don't want to be mean, but you're giving me very, very limited options here because you're being an asshole and you're wrong.
Yeah, you want 4 dozen. That's closer to the number that you want. 4 dozen.
Yeah.
So, hey, what are you going to do? I thought it was a pretty funny video when Erica sent it in. But I guess that's it for the show. We have a good news article for the next show. Also, we'll throw in there. We'll try and keep it under 3 hours for the next one. You know what I mean? Pat, are you going to try and watch one of these movies?
Yeah, I'll watch Swiss Army Man. That's no problem.
All right, so that's the deal. I said I was going to leave up to Erica.
Marissa, in reference to my construction joke, said you haven't hammered out all the details yet. This joke getting several callbacks.
Joke was horrible. So I said that Erica would be able to decide what we were going to watch. Wrong. We're going to watch Swiss Army Man. Pat's going to watch Swiss Army Man. We'll review it on
the
Wednesday's
movie
show.
is Swiss Army Man.
Yeah, man, same thing.
It's not the same thing.
Same thing.
He was a man, damn it. He grew up. God, that movie was funny.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You should do Talladega Nights when he keeps praying to the baby Jesus and the grandpa gets all pissed off.
Oh, hopped up my boot. All right. We'll see you guys on Wednesday.
I say good day.
Hey, YouTube, stick around. We're going to see who's winning the race.
Get excited. Get excited.
Hit the wrong button. Three to go. Logano's winning.
Logano's sister out in the stand showing her teddies for her brother/boyfriend.
I fucking hate Logano. I mean,
Those two are very much ahead.
if I were him, I would have just driven right through his cones. Look at my boy Priest up in top 10 again. Good for him.
What happens if you don't follow the course? Like, what if
You'll get
cut
black
through?
flag.
What's that mean?
They'll take you off the track.
Off the track?
Yeah, they'll make you pit.
That's ridiculous. Seems like a harsh punishment.
For not following the track?
Yeah, I expected you to say, like, they'll fucking dock you a second or two.
I think Chase Elliott crashed or something.
He certainly fell from grace. 23.
Yeah, he's way back there. I don't know what happened. Byron's back there too. Wallace is back there. Larson's back. What the fuck happened to these guys? Oh, there's only 2 laps to go. Maybe they're banking on a caution.
Stackhouse Jr. is up there in 19.
Stenhouse.
Yeah. Jerry. Is this in the whole race? There's only 2 laps to go?
Mason said, yeah, all the joke callbacks are leaving us bored. Get it?
Ah. How do you spell board?
Like a board.
Nice.
Eric said one is singular man, one is for men. Thanks, Erica. Oh, nice. Spin him.
I hope they both die. Let's go.
What? Why would you say that, dude? You're a horrible person for saying that.
Is he going to take it? Taking it. Don't take it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Bump car.
Yeah, got him. What a pass. See? That takes some fucking skill to do what he just did.
I mean, I pass people on the highway every day.
Not like that.
Very similar.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that's it.
Yeah, he's falling.
Good for him, man. Oh, they were planning on driving these cars in the rain today. I'm gonna do some more research on it because you see how they have wipers on the front on the windshield?
Yeah.
They're planning on driving these cars in the rain.
They look like they're going super slow.
Well, they're probably doing like 70, 80 miles an hour. They look a lot slower on TV. I will tell you that. So then they're going slow, Pat?
They look like they're going slow still.
Well, they were doing 200 miles an hour down that straightaway.
Eric just let a serious sneeze.
I think he's going to say you guys are still alive. Thanks, dude.
Can't we just see a good wreck?
Look at that. Good job, Christopher Bell. Good for you.
I so miss you. Hopefully we can see each other soon. Love you. Mwah. Bye.
Are they fighting with each other?
Who?
Joe Logano and that guy.
Looks like they're saying a prayer.
No, not there. Before that. That's the coach right there, bro.
That's
Joe Gibbs.
Yeah.
All right, YouTube. Christopher Bell won the race. We're up.